Hello and welcome, friends, to another episode of the AI Show. Friday. I'm excited to be here, as always, with all of you, my good friends. Where are you coming from today? Talk to me in the chat. We are going to actually do some work today in the JavaScripts. We're going to use the Onnx runtime, hopefully on the browser set. I'm pretty excited about that. Welcome, everybody. Happy AI Friday. Yes, Jay. Robotic EDM to start the show. By the way, this music that I use, we purchased a license for. Awesome website. I think it's called Audio Hub. It's good music. It's good stuff. Hello, Ivana. Welcome, my friend. It's good to have you here. Beldatus. Welcome. That was just for you, buddy. Windows 11 is indeed running on my laptop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, Tejas Sapori. Hopefully I'm saying that right. If I'm not, you can totally yell at me and curse the sky. Say it right, Seth. Welcome. Love to learn AI. Christian, so would I. That's what we're here for. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Welcome again. We're going to be learning about some AI stuff today. Let me get my handy dandy deal here so we can start to talk about what is it that we're even going to be doing today. Touch is on. All right. Welcome, everybody. Today, I am hoping in the next 2 hours to get inference done. If you remember last week, we got ShuffleNet to work. Tiny model, I think it was 8 megabytes. We'll do a little review. This is this. Maybe I should put a star here. This is what we're gonna do. Step 1, we'll do a little review of what we've done so far. By the way, this is my atrocious handwriting. Apologies. Number 2, we're going to pull our model. I know. He's like, what a writing. I'm horrible. Oh my goodness. I know. I'm terrible writing. I should have been a doctor. Should have been a doctor or something. Full model. Hold on. Now I'm all subconscious. Now I'm feeling all subconscious. So we're gonna write it really nice. Really nice. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Get inference. So notice that in this general area, it looks nice. This general looks nice. And then it just gets progressively worse. So what we've done so far, we'll pull the model, and then we'll try to integrate it into the client side. With, hold on, React. So we're going to pull it into with React, and then the Onnx runtime. So this is what we're going to do in the 2 hours. Excuse me. Man, I must have had a lot of breakfast today. Also, the other thing that's super important to me is ask the questions. There are no dumb questions. Only my dumb answers. Okay? Soup's important. Only my dumb answers. Okay? So make sure you ask your questions. I'm excited to live. Here's a really good one. Is this a dumb question? Thanks. You just Stack Overflowed my brain. Surly Dev. All I heard was my inner child saying, all right. That's telling me it's time to get to work. Silly Dev's comment was up there the whole time when I did it. So it's time to get to work. All righty. Let's go to the review. This is way too small. Boop, boop. Is this too big now? No, this is great. By the way, Visual Studio Code is starting to be like my go-to, editor for everything. Everything. Right? Because this is too big. I can't do work like this. There, that's a little better. Okay. That's a little better. All righty. It's time to rock the papers and scissors. Oh, thank you. My handwriting is just fine. That's why I became a computer scientist. Mostly because everyone thought I would be a mad scientist. Not angry, just crazy. And so that's why I'm like, oh, they say computer scientist. All right, so let's get a little reminder of what we've done so far. You recall that September 10th. Oh, wow, this is tiny. Let me go full screen here so y'all can see what I'm doing. Y'all recall that last week we're like, look, we just want to get a model that is powerful enough, but not too big. So we had to like, we had to see, well, what's the best loss? Is there more people there? It used to be like Janice Q7 was like, hey, I'm here, Seth. Now there's like 2 people there. So it's like, how is it? We're here. There's more than one of us. Two of us. So, one of my friends studied 5 years in architecture, and now he wants to be a data scientist. I think that's great. Oh, we just had a raid from Clarkio just before the stream started. That dude is fantastic. I can't say enough. I don't care what everyone else says about him. I think he's a swell guy. All right, so let's go back to what we were doing here. Remember last week we were like, we're building a rock paper scissors program that instead of you like picking, you know how you usually have to like pick with a button, rock paper or scissors. No, we're going to use a marketing term, infuse AI into it. So I'm going to turn that off. So that when you go to the website, instead of pushing a button, you're like, 1, 2, 3, shoot. And then like the computer will like battle you. And you don't have to do anything. And I think it's cool because like that's a super accessible website. You know, anyone can play. Well, anyone that's me, because we're only training it on me and it'll probably suck on everybody else's. So apologies. Spock and Lizard 2, we should add that. V2 indeed. Oh, my head is getting stuck inside this. So now it looks like my head is an app. All right. So let's go back. Here, we indeed built a bunch of models. We tried a bunch of models, and if for those that are wondering, the code is all online. So let's go to the code, github.com. Rochambeau. You know what? Let me make a little banner so y'all can see it. Very nice. This is where all the code is. github.com/AI advocate Rochambeau. And the AI builder piece is right here. This goodness. And we've been building this for the last, this is episode 31, so I'm slow. We talk a lot though too. It's not all coding. There's people things too. All right. So here is the let's go back here. This is the AI bit that we've been working on. You can see, let me just close all the windows. Close. Here is the model. We decided to use some transfer learning. And what we recognize is that we used a model, and that model was huge. It was like 50 megs, and Burke 10 episodes ago was like, you can't embed that in the web. And I was like, watch me. And he's like, it won't work. I'm like, oh, okay, don't watch me. And so what we decided to do is we iterated through a bunch of different models as the transfer learn models and then added our own little thingy there at the bottom to see if we could get like a really good representation of accuracy, loss, action loss versus model size. And model size both in params and also in bits. And bits plus bits. Like how big it is. Because if we can get like a really good accuracy and loss and get a super tiny model, then we can embed it into our website. So that's what we decided to do. And so we ran this thing a whole bunch of times. Ran this thing a whole bunch of times with a whole bunch of models, and we didn't even care because we were using somebody else's computer, the cloud's computer. We did it all in the cloud. Because as you know, we are full stack AI developers. And this is what we came up with. We ran all these, and it looks like, what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 22, 33, 40, 40, and then this is 50. And so all of this together is like an hour's worth of runtime that we did in like 20 minutes because I have a machine that spreads out to 5. And you can see that some of the models were not very good. Like what, 27 was not good. Was it 20? No, it was 35. This one was just stinky. And the reason why is because we didn't have all the transfer learn parameters. We had to parameterize from scratch. Yep. And so what we decided is let's take a look at the loss versus the model size and param size. And the smallest model size we could generate was ShuffleNet V2. And this model turned out to be 5 megabytes with 1.3 million parameters with an accuracy of 100%. Well, 100 on the test data. And the min loss in the validation is 0.043. Now, there were others that were much better. Much better. Like the VGG19 loss was 8 times 10 to the minus 4th on the loss, but the param size was just absolutely redonkulous, to use a colloquial term. And this is 500 megabytes. 500 megabytes. I can't load that up in the website. 143 million parameters did a lot better. I think this was the best one when it comes to loss. The second best loss was the MobileNet V2. Oh, no. Sorry. Second best loss was the VGG 11. But again, 500 megs, 132 million parameters. And I was just like, ooh. So we decided together, that we would use the ShuffleNet and see if we can use it. And so I decided because we weren't here, I decided let's download the ShuffleNet version and see if I can't get that working in the browser. All right, let's see what your comments are. DF Meta, bienvenidos. Hello, my friend. Oh my goodness, XAF tutorial YouTube 6 years ago. Oh, I used to work for DevExpress. I did an XAF tutorial. It's a cool framework, by the way. Thank you. I joined the community stand-up day before yesterday. Torch Shop is not. Yes, I indeed saw that one. I went in there for a brief second. Torch Shop are bindings into the runtime of PyTorch, if I remember right. I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, it certainly would be cool if you can load models there. That'd be awesome. Cool. So let's get to work here. Let's download the model. We're run 33 is the model we want. And so let's go. Oh, and the other thing is this is all happening in Azure Machine Learning. I didn't mention that too much because I just was trying to build something. But this is what I use to do all of my model training because I can see a ton of cool stuff about, like, for example, like which models took longer to train. The longest model to train was this one. 7 minutes, 20 VGG 19. The one that we're using only took about 3 minutes to train. The shortest one to train was also this one. So that's cool. So I think I'm pretty excited about seeing if this works in our proyecto. And by the way, like I said, feel free in the chat to ask questions. I'm whatever. Like if something doesn't make sense, let me know and we'll get into it. I even like to draw diagrams. You know, I'm more reactive because we're programming this in React. But ShuffleNet is indeed the winner, Ivana. Thank you for that. All right, so let's go and let's pull it. What model number was it? Let's go to this is the same machine learning workspace, but in VS Code, because you know, booyah. I was running a lot. I run a lot of stuff. So here we go. Rochambeau, I think it was run 33, right? Let's take a look here. Run 33. Yes, indeedy, lemon squeezy. Let's pull it down. Run 33 here. Download outputs. Beep boop. And we want to put it in the AI area. I guess here. Oh, it already exists. Let's download it again. So we're downloading run 33 here. Here we go. It's downloading. Things are happening. All right, downloaded. Let's move this folder into here. Oh, no. Let's move it in here so it doesn't get picked up by our, you know. So here it is. And incidentally, you're like, what the heck is this? Well, it turns out that for every run, like let's just say your laptop catches on fire. And everyone's like, hey, where's the model? And you're like, oh, no. It burned up in the laptop fire. The cool thing about this is that we store everything. So what I just downloaded was the output or the exhaust of the model. Where is it? Aquí está. So when you go to, you see this is the logs of everything we ran. You can see it, the runningness of it, and then these were the outputs. And it also saves the ML model, but we're not using this yet. We should probably look into this ML flow, ML model, because there might be a way to do fast auto deploy. Doop. So that's what I've downloaded. All right, let's go in here and let's take a look at the model. That's the model summary, by the way. So let's go to the model here and let's take a look at it. Reveal in File Explorer. I don't know. I'm wondering if I should do like a green screen and have like my head just like, you know how they do the professional Twitch people? They have like their head at the bottom of the thing. Hey, Amro. Welcome, my friend. Torch Sharp and PyTorch as interop from same. Yes. Yep. Okay, and this is the model. We're going to open this model up inside of Netron. Such a cool name. Such a cool name. Yes, I do accept your cookies. I accept anyone's cookies because cookies are delicious. Here it is. This is the model. ShuffleNet. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. It looks like it does some interesting. What does gather do? I don't know what this. We'll look this up. But it looks like it separates things out, puts things in, does some convolutions with the skip layer here, just in case. And then this thing, I don't know what this thing is. I know what this is. These are convolutional layers with skips, right? These are like ResNet-E type things. But yeah, it looks like that's what this is doing. Interesting. Until it gets to the bottom, which then is our little layer here. 4x1000, and then we do a little softmax. I bet I don't have to do the softmax. Helps with the optimization. That's true. If I do the green screen, we'll be able to see. But then I'll have like a little head, you know, down. I'm like pointing with my mouse, like if you people could see. Oh, right here. I could have like a little head of me. Like, I mean, would this be cool? Where it's like me like this. Hey, friends. Like, would this be better? And then I like point at stuff with with my Nightmare on Elm Street hands, I guess. I don't know. All right. So there's the model. Now the goal is, let's take a look at the metadata, by the way, as well. So let's go to the metadata. The metadata basically just tells us like what the classes are and what order they are in. So this is easy. We can burn this in. Oh, my wife is funny. All right. So let's go to the code. We're in the website here. And just as a little reminder, let me show you what we built. We are using Next.js. Yeah, that was a really good drawing. Yes, thank you. Very good. MS Team has the head without green screen. Oh. Maybe I should be inside of MS Teams. I'm just not right now. Well done. Okay, so let's, I don't even remember how to run this. So let's take a look at the package de JSON. Looks like it's yarn. Let's see this yarnness, and then it would be yarn dev. So let's get that going here to remind us of what's going on. Yarn dev. Boop. And let's bring up the website. Here we go. Localhost 3000. Here it is. And camera number 2. Here we go. Boom! Cámara número 2. And that's how, my friends, we can get this glorious shot. Two Seths. As if one wasn't enough. Okay. And then the submit button was supposed to submit this thing back to the thing. But before we do that, I wanted to do it all on the front end. All on the front end. That's my British. That's my British. All on the front end. I'm seeing... Well, joke's on you, Jay, because we're only using floats. Floats? No? Okay. I thought it was hilarious. I mean, so did everyone else, you know. Everyone was like, hey, that's really nice. Thank you for that, Seth. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's right. There's 3 of us. 3. Yeah, of course it's me. I mean, seriously. All right. Back to this goodness. Double Seth. By the way, it's 2 different angles of Seth. Okay? 2 different angles. Okay. By the way, this is a great moniker. Okay. So now that this is running, I'm going to stop this because I think there is some things I need to do. And I brought up this website here, this one, because there was an Onnx web demo that I found yesterday in Vue, and I thought we would use it. So let's figure it out. So there's Onnx runtime web. I wonder if I need to like yarn add that. Let's try it. Let's yarn add it. Add this. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Yarn add. Boom. I think we already added that. Fetching packages. Here we go. Looks like we didn't. Oh, there's an unmet dependency. What is it trying to say about me? It tells me this every time. I wish you were prettier. I'm just fine with myself. Visual Studio Code. I'm going to add it twice. Okay. Cool. I'm trying to remember where our video thingy lives. There it is. Video device. I probably put it in components here. So let's go to components. There's the video itself. The video. And oh wow, look at this. We're so fancy. We're like using like arrow functions and stuff. By the way, React is hard. And I say this like, I know I look very youthful, like in my early 20s to late 50s. I mean, somewhere in that range. But there is a lot of computer sciencey knowledge that one needs to have to make this stuff work. Like, for example, this thing. This thing is bananas. Here, let me move this down. Let me just close it. This here thing is bananas. This is use effect with an async function. Here, let me move it down. With an async function that's auto-executed at the end. Just so we can get the camera and push the stuff in. This is bananas. Okay, so I think here, what we would need to do... how would we do this? For inference. Maybe what we'll do is... Let me take the push to backend out. So let's go to the video. On video set and on frame set. So I think on frame set is the one we want to not do. Set frame, stringify. Yeah, we don't want to do this. We'll just be like... We did a thing. Okay, so this is going to get our array from the data. Looks like it's a uint8 clamped array. And let's go to the video here. And I think we'll do it here, and then we'll take it out as soon as we got something working. What do y'all think? Okay, so let's go to the things here. We need this thing here. Tensor. Let me go full screen here. Tensor. So we'll get a tensor up in her. Boop. We got a tensor. Nice. Let's go over here. They have view and view component. Yeah, we don't want that. MobileNet image URLs. We don't need that. Math utils. Maybe. But we do need the Onnx file. We do need the Onnx file. So let's put that Onnx file in the public. And we'll do like a folder called model. Public model. And let's move our model up. So the model that we wanted to move is, here it is. Here we go. Outputs model copy. We'll just do a copy. Boop. And then we'll go over here and we'll do a paste. Boop. So model.onnx. Thank you for showing it to me, by the way. It's beautiful. This is the part of the model that I like the best. The one where it's not sure what it's doing. Me too model. Me too model. Me too. All right. So there's that. So now we should be able to load the model with a / model. Well, maybe we should call this something else because it's just too. Maybe I'll do this. I'll call this AI, and then it'll be model. So now we should be able to load the model with the / here. Doop. Const model file path, and we make no distinction between dev and prod. We don't, because if it's going to work on dev, it's going to work on prod, because that's the kind of engineers we are. Yeah. All right. Not MobileNet v2. It's AI / AI / model. By the way, I haven't tried this. I don't like when I do these shows. I'm like, it's literally me doing things for almost the first time. Some of them. Ish. So we're going to try to do it. Okay. The other thing, I think we were soups clever, and then we changed this to 224 by 224, but we did not change it here. 224, 224, 224. Hopefully this does it for us, because it should pull the right thing. So there's the AI model path. Okay, and then what I want to do is let's go back and see what we got. Okay, what is this image model UI thing? Image model UI common. So we go ... common image model UI. Oh, this is just a bunch of upload image business. We don't care about that. Okay, go back. Go back. MobileNet.view. Okay, so this doesn't bother me. This doesn't bother me. This is the interesting bit. Ooh, ops. What is this? First of all, what is that? An ND array. Okay, those I have not seen either. So let's see what those are. Okay, ND array and ND array ops. So let's take a look. I have never seen this before. ND array JavaScript. What do we got? Multi-dimensional arrays for... Oh, this is glorious. Modular multi-dimensional arrays for JavaScript. Okay. Coming from MATLAB or NumPy. That's us. ND arrays provide a higher dimensional view of 1D arrays. For example, here's how you can turn a length 4 typed array into an ND array. Oh, snap. Well, this is cool. And then ND array ops. I don't know what this is, so let's take a look at that. ND array ops. Beep boop. NPM. Boop. Where's the website? Homepage is here. Nikolai. Skija. Oh my goodness. No. Oh my goodness. What is this gloriousness? Holy cow. Maybe we just do a get pixels. You really can do everything in JavaScript. Amazing. Get pixels. Given a URL path, grab all the pixels, the image and the array, written 100% JavaScript, browser both in browserify, Node.js. Get pixels, require get pixels. Nah, but we don't need this, right? Maybe we would if we were doing something a little different. So let's go back here. Man, this is cool. Huh. What's ND array pack? Oh, an array of array. Okay. What? You've got to be kidding me. You can do gradients from ND array? Bananas. Whoever Mikola is, they seem awesome. Okay, ND array. We're going to yarn add ND array ops and ND array as well, because it looks like we need those goodnesses. Doop. Yarn add ND array. Here we go. Resolve the packages. Here we go. Oh, again, the reminder. Thank you. Yes, I will shower more than once a week. And then, what was the other one? ND array ops. Copy. Boop. Yarn add. Boop, boop. Okay. Okay. So now we have those two goodnesses going on up in here. Let's go back to our code over here, Control++. Sorry about that. That was super tiny. These are the two things that I'm looking at that were like, holy cow. So let's add those. Boop. Thank you. What we got? Oh, I know. Uh-oh. I wonder if it has TypeScript bindings. TypeScript bindings ND array. No. I'm gonna have to do the unthinkable. How is this fixed? Yeah. So the question is, can you talk about TensorFlow.net and Torch Sharp? Yeah. So my understanding is that these things are bindings into the C runtime. So TorchSharp.net. Oh, I actually bought the Torch Sharp domain. Yeah, I bought it so that if Miguel ever wanted me to move it, I could. So Torch Sharp. I should probably give it to them. Torch Sharp. Here we go. Torch Sharp. Here we go. Oh, Don Syme's doing stuff in there. So Torch Sharp that provides access to library powers. So basically, it's just trying to find a way to map all the PyTorch idioms into .NET. But because of that, you're going to see stuff that looks weird in C#. Like this looks weird, but it does not look weird in Python. Oh, see, yeah, they don't care about that, and that makes sense. Oh, and also you have to be careful about memory management. So it's basically like, I mean, most of you all know this, right? But basically, Python wraps some C stuff and C++ stuff, if I remember right. This does the same. I've always argued between us girls that we should have our own .NET numerics package that can be, hardware agnostic. That it finds the best hardware and does the right thing. But yeah. And then the other question that we have here is, since we have Torch Sharp, we don't need Onnx anymore. Not necessarily. For example, you can scikit-learn. You can use scikit-learn to build Onnx models. Think of Onnx as a PDF format for things you want to. It's like, it works everywhere in theory, but not TensorFlow. But you can do a model. You can do a graph analysis and get an Onnx model, if I remember right. So that's what that is. Great question. Back to this. Okay. So we did this. Okay. Math utils. I wonder what's in there. Utils.index. So let's go up. Components. Models. Components. Common. Where did it go? Utils. Utils.index. What do we got here? Math utils. Run model utils. YOLO. Softmax. Get midpoint. So this is really just center crop. I mean, this is helpful. I don't want to write this. Nobody wants to write this part. So basically, center crop is you have an image like this, but you want an image, like this. Oops, wrong thing. Erase. So you have an image like this, and then you actually want to do an image like, you want to get the center crop, so it's square. This is obviously not the right size, but that's what that is. But it basically requires you to do some pixel hunting, which I can't stand. All right. So we won't look at this yet until we need to. Let me go back. There it is. Okay. So then this is the preprocess that preprocesses the image, returns the right tensor size, and then this does the prediction. And then this here does the classes. I think I need to see where it's doing the actual loads the model. So model file path, Control C, Control F. Very good. It's in this image model UI thing. So let's open this up. Where is it? Image model UI, components, common. So we'll go components, common, image model UI, and this is where it's doing model status. Oh, see, they are doing a lot of stuff. V container, props, v flex. Upload image. I see what this all is. Okay, so let's get to the code here. Image model UI. Here's the this is a Sharfadine. Once Rochambeau ended the session, please start with something AI tools for no code, low code. Yes, indeed. I should do some more of that stuff. Indeed. This is a lot of stuff. So inference time, image input, blah, 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 blah. Created in its session.running false, model loading error false. If this that session backend, where does the session backend come from? Beep, beep. Looks like it's WebGL. Okay. Oh, it's here though. Model file response fetch this model file path try await this dot init session catch e this dot session blah is wasm if this GPU sessions. What is this? Wow, there's a lot going on here. Oh, it's the session type. So where do we load these sessions? Run mode. Oh my gosh, why are they hiding so much stuff? Oh, Jose, what about TensorFlow.js? I would use TensorFlow.js. It's actually quite cool. And I do have an example of me doing TensorFlow.js stuff. But I wrote this in PyTorch. And so I need to load it via Onnx runtime because I saved it as Onnx. Run model utils. What is that? Oh my gosh, another file? Ugh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got this. There we go. Where is it? Run ... utils. ... utils. And the utils thing we want is run model utils. Run model utils. Here we go. Warm-up model. What is this? So this I remember. So we need to bring the inference session in. Wow, we are hunting around. Ugh. Okay. So inference session. And what we should do is I wonder if we should use a ref. Okay. Const session equals use, no, not ref, sorry, use, what's the thing? Hold on here. State, that's it. Use state inference session, and we'll start with null. Right here. By the way, this might be completely wrong, but we're gonna get it to work. Oh yeah, your question. Sorry, Jose. So we'll do that. The use state, and then what we'll do is we'll do a use effect. like that. Almost messed that up. Set session. And then we'll do is we'll add a button to load. We'll load it up that way. So yeah, button. Handle load. Okay. Question, just join. What is .view? What language? Yeah, look the same today. C#, Java, blah, blah, blah. .view is Vue, a front-end JavaScript framework. The two frameworks that that people talk about when it comes to front-end is usually React. You've probably heard of React. And Vue is another one that's very popular. I decided to use React. And so I'm basically looking at Vue, and I know Vue a little bit too. And I'm moving it over to React. And right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to set our inference session to load up our inference model, to load up our model. And you can see that there is this. Okay, it's got to be async. So, and what we're going to do is we are going to here. What's in it? Nothing. So we're going to say this because that's what we're. Sorry, we want WebGL because I have a GPU. This might break on other people's machines, but I mean it is what it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say const s equals this. And what's model here? Looks like model is an array buffer. And there's a promise of an inference session. So run model utils, go down. This .model file. So let's find what that looks like. Boop. Okay. Cool. Cool. So this is the model file. Because I don't care about the model file. Like that's not super interesting to me. It's the session that's interesting to me, unless they keep those separate. But we'll conflate those for now. So let's do this. Const response, and the model file path is this. And then we'll say const. Why don't I just do response array buffer? Oh, because I have to await it. We don't want to do that. Let's model. And then this will be model here. Boop. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say set session to S. Okay, so let's try that. And then let's go over here to our new button. And then we're going to do a handle load session. Let's format this document so that we can see stuff a little bit better. And let's see if the session loads without a problem. Yarn dev. Boop. Things are happening. Yeah, good insight there. Vue is amazing. You can mix any JavaScript framework with Vue. Let's say Angular with Vue. React tends to be fairly React, you know. Alrighty, localhost. Here we go. Let's load it up. Localhost 3000. Let's move this over so we can see what's going on. Let's load the session. Control-Shift-I and see what. Oh, I Control-Shift-I'd in the wrong browser window. Embarrassing. Control-Shift-I. Here we go. Oh, hey now. Yeah, it tried to load something. I'm going to change that right. I can't stand when things aren't We don't need this. We don't need this. So I'll just put, we don't need this. And I just did the double quote issue here. Here we go. We don't need this. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Here we go. Boom. Done. Whoop. Thank you. Thank you for showing me this. I don't want to see that again, but thank you. I appreciate it. So refresh here. We shouldn't see any errors here anymore now. Let's load the session and see what happens. What is this? Cannot resolve shape with offsets AI.onnx. Cannot resolve operator shape. Oh no, maybe we can't use this model because the offset isn't defined. Oof. Oh no. All right, let's see. Someone else found a solution here. Oh, wrong thing. Let me copy this. Breakpoints are different in the web. I don't know how to quite do that. In the future, we may not have Windows on our PC, only browser for service. Maybe. Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hi, I tried to load the blah with the back end. Man, here's the process. Oh, well, that sucks. You need to replace code in places such as x.view, x.size on explicit value instead. What the heck does that mean? Okay, good. Here's another one. Let's see what this one says. Let's see about my model here. Let's go back over here to my model. Shoot, what was it? ShuffleNet? ShuffleNet. I think it was V2.5, this one. Okay, ShuffleNet V2. Okay, let's take a look at what it looks like. So there's a convolution, there's a max pool, sequential. I think it's there. It's having a hard time. Dang it! It's having a hard time with unspecified things. Oops. Control Z. This thing right here. Let's see if there's anything else that's offensive. So there's the forward implementation. This is the one, right, that we want. Input channels 3. Sequential. So there's the first convolution, conv2 batch norm 2D. ReLU at the end. Output channels could. Max pool. Yes. Sequential, but I don't know what's in these. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so back to this here. What an interesting way of doing this. So there's 3 internal stages that they're defining. And I think this here... Well, no, there's no ambiguity there. I don't know why it would do that. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. Maybe we can find another solution. Back. Here we go. Oh, we're only offset 9. So, let me tell you what's going on, because everyone's like, "What the heck is it? What the heck is going on?" Basically, and this is the tricky bits. We might have to pull another model that has the right offsets, but basically, what's happening, if you look at it, is each of these models. Let me open a model here. So let's open our model here. Beep boop. Where's the recent? Open recent. This one. So every one of these things are called operations. You can see that this is a type, right? It has some attributes. It has the ins and the outs, right? And the ins and the outs are basically just types, right? And values. So this is the thing that comes in. This is another thing that comes in, and it's specified. Right? And then this is the output, right? So this comes in, this is in there, right? And learn that. The thing is that each of these things belong to what's called an opset. An opset. Oh my goodness! It is Mark. Hold on. Mark Miller. He's a smart guy. And this shape attribute, apparently cannot be resolved with V9 Onnx offsets, which kind of a bummer, because it looks like the shape thing is coming from offset 11. Is what this is saying. Hold on, let me go back. Shape should have been available since offset 1, getting an update on offset 13. This seems to be on full operate in offset 11. Right? So this is from offset 13. Sorry. This should work in offset 11, but Onnx.js only appears to be implementing to 9, because that's what we're seeing here, right? V9, unless that's not the offset. So let's take a look at what the offset for shape is. Shape. Yeah, it should be working. Why? All right, that is weird. Let's try it again, and it's probably going to not work again, but cannot resolve operator shape with offset. I wonder if you can change the offset. I wonder if you can change the offset version that you're working with. Let's take a look here. We might have to call a friend. Let's go back to the here. Maybe in the session you can give it the offset. So let's go back here. Bye. Let's go over here. And let's... Where is it? Where are you? Here we are. Okay. I wonder what kind of options you can give it. Where does a 9 come from? That is, I think that's the version of the file that it's being used, but I'm not sure. So let's take a look at the options. What can I put into the options? Session options. Execution provider, intra-op num threads, inter-op num threads, graph optimization level, enable CPU mem area, enable mem pattern execution mode, enable profiling, profile prefix path, log ID, log severity, log verbosity level. Okay, example, session optimization. Interesting. Maybe it's the execution provider is giving us. Oh, can we put CUDA in there? Then for sure it would only work on my machine. Maybe. Let's go back here to this goodie pie here. Let's refresh. Doop. And let's load the session here. No available backend found for that one. Let's just not. Let's do WebGL. Let's try with the CPU. Let's see if it is a little happier. Yeah, it just... Why can it not do it? Oh, there it is. I'm just kidding. No one can never read this crap. I was like, did he figure it out? Let me open the Onnx. Let me open the model here just because people are saying, like, where's the version 9 come from? I think it's the offset, but I could be wrong. File, open recent. Ka-doo! Because there's no versioning. I don't put versions in the models. Right. Oh, yeah. It's the... I wonder if I could change the import when I export. Let's ask what this is. We're all gonna learn this together. Together. Yeah, looks like there's other issues with this. Oh, maybe it's the offset version. Okay. Cool. It may be that we're using an advanced version of PyTorch, and that's what's causing all the issues. So let's go back to our AI bit. We'll stop you for a second. Close you down. We're going to have to go back to AI mode and see if we can't save the model. Can't save the model via a different save here to Onnx. See what this says again. No. We want Onnx. There it is. Offset version. So to Onnx. There it is. Keyword args. Keyword args. Cool. Cool. So we could do offset version equals, I don't know. I think it said 7. That should work. So let's do this. Let's retrain our model here. Shuffle. Let's remind ourselves what the version was that we did here. So let's go back to this details here. This was a ShuffleNet. I'll just copy it right out of here. This is why we do data science. Someone's trying to talk to me. Okay. So let's go back over here. Let's do this. And let's train it locally here. Plus. Here we go. And then what we'll do is in our AI outputs, I'll just clear this out because we don't need it. I'll clear this out because we don't need it. And then what I'll do is I'll say Python trainer config, make sure our config is right. Yep. Config.yaml. And then we're going to train it again. And we'll get our ShuffleNet with a different offset embedded into the Onnx file. So in the list where the shape said there was no 9. Yes. Let's go back to that while it's training. I think it's the offset version number. And that's what we're exporting at because I think it's PyTorch 1.9, but maybe if I export with a different offset version, it should be fine. But yeah, I need to learn more about this because let's see here. Yeah, see, this is what's supported. The following table shows AI.Onnx operators from which Onnx offset version are currently supported by Onnx.js. For example, 4 to 6, 8 plus means Onnx.js currently supports 4 to 6, 8, and above. And for us in shape, QRST, shape 1 plus, but only on CPU backend. I bet. Oh, okay. I bet here now. I feel embarrassed. No, we'll leave this going just to have a different offset. But let's go here and let's. Okay. I bet I can't. I can only do CPU based inference for this. If I go to components, video, and I change this to CPU, maybe it'll work. Yarn dev. Boop. Here we go. Go back to this humdinger. Okay, so let's load it up. Refresh. So apparently the shape operator. What is this? That's not what I wanted. The other page that I have was much better here. Operator support table. The following shows II Onnx operator. What is this? Why is it doing this? Yeah, this is the thing we were looking at before. Why is the browser doing this? I may be using too much browser. But it looks like the shape operator. Where are you, shape? Show. Oh, there. Looks like it supported on all of them, but only for CPU. Is what I'm seeing. So let's go back to this web page. This is loaded. Refresh. I don't need this anymore. Refreshos. Load session. Oh, it's a different error. No available backend found. I wonder if I just take this out, will it do the right thing? Is it CPU? Hold on. Let's go to this thing. Create modes view. WASM. Let's try default and then we'll go WASM. You are done. Okay. So that's also a problem. So let's try one more time with WASM. Control Z. And one more time. And if it doesn't work, then hopefully with the new model that we're still currently building, it'll work. Again, these are the joys of being a full stack AI developer. All right. So load session. Oh, this is a different error. What is this? What am I missing? There's a different error. Oh, what is this? Get WASM streaming compile failed. Type error. Failed to execute compile on WebAssembly. HTTP static is not okay. WASM runtime error. Weird. So let me take it out. Let me take this out. Let me do the default thing, number one. And then number two, maybe the new model that we're building that's almost done. Are you fully baked yet? Model number two? Oh my goodness. So it looks like this offset version is not supported. Constant folding. Unsupported offset version. Constant folding not applied. That's bad, right? I feel like that's bad. Let's take a look at what the model looks like. Let's open it. File. Open. Sí. Proyectos. Brochambo. AI. Outputs. Model. Model.onnx. Here we go. Here's another one. So this is the Onnx model we just exported that had warnings in it. Oof. Oof. Interesting. What's the difference between this one? Let's put it over here. And this one. Yeah, the shape. And the gather. The gather doesn't exist. Or does it? I mean, let's try it. If it loads, that's great. Let's try it. Oh, no, not you. Okay, where did you go, my modal? Here we go. Copy. Paste. Delete. Rename. Model. Okay, so let's go back and let's see if it likes this offset. Although I don't know if it'll work. I'm worried about like... Okay. Still. How weird is that? It's also not able to load this thing. Here, let's do a little search on this goodness. Weird. Oh, don't you love this when they're like, we fixed it? They're like, what was it? Ah! Ugh. We might have to do inference on the back end because good grief. This is just getting to be frustrating. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta try something. I gotta load it from here. I have special backend access. Okay. What version of the runtime am I using? Let's go here to the package d'adjacent. One point 8. Maybe there's like easier samples because I don't know why this is having such a hard time. Okay, let's go to here. Oh, not the repo. Well, I guess the repo works. Okay. Inferencing. Okay, let's I kind of want to put my old model back there because the other one, this one feels kind of like a cheap version of the right thing. So let me download. It was run 33. Let me download the outputs one more time. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to download this file so that we can have the right one, because I want to get the right one. I feel like there's got to be something. It's got to be something that I was doing wrong. So yeah, I would revert, but it was still a brand new file, so it's not going to revert to anything. So let's go to here to the Azure ML outputs, model copy, and then we'll go over here to the web project, paste. Okay, so let's see what the simplest thing to do is. This. So let's go back to here. We don't need this. The simplest thing to do is this. Inference session. Okay, if this is it, I'm going to be so bummed out that I was using like something else. Got to do S here. Oops. Gosh, if this was it, we have just had a little. We can be done with you. Oh, good. You're still kicking around here. Refresh. Let's kill you here. Still. This is weird. There's CPU, CUDA, WASM, and WebGL. How did they do that? Not here. No here, no here. Here it is. We might need to get a Onnx runtime person up in here, because this is harder than it should be. Interesting. So we're still getting the offset error. Let's try one last thing, and then I'm going to just have to make it do in the back end. It's such a bummer. No, not this one. This one. Control C. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Well, it's a different error. It's not an offset error anymore. Does it run as a downloaded version straight after being downloaded without changing model file or anything else with a check? No, it's what happens. Let me explain what's going on, because I want people to know why it's failing. So basically, the model file, this thing right here, has what's called an offset for Onnx, right? This offset is like what versions of the operators are defined. PyTorch, when it outputs its model, you can tell it like what offset to put stuff out on. But this is just a static file. On the other side, you have the inference side. And there's a runtime that needs to load this model file with the right offset version. So in this case, we're using JavaScript on the web, Onnx runtime web. It loads this up, and then it creates its own data structures, that has the right thing. So it appears that for some reason, it doesn't like the offset that we're outputting, and then when we give it the right offset, it still doesn't like it, which is weird, which is frustrating. So I'm gonna have to phone a friend on this one. But in the meantime, what we can do is we can try to get it to run in the back end. So when I submit it, the back end would actually do the thing. And we have the API here in the post image. This model just happens to be ginormous, if I remember right. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this to work here, because you recall that we were able to load up the model here on the node side with no problem. So yes, there's a mismatch between the offset version and the Onnx runtime version on the client side. Oh, wow, I had a little yawn there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to make it work in the back end. I don't remember what model this was. Reveal and explore. There's so many models. I think it was like a ResNet 19, ResNet 18 or something. But the beauty of doing it in the back end is that we don't have to worry about model size. Well, not as much. This is still a shuffle net. Still a shuffle net. I wonder if it'll work. Let's try it. So we can stop this here. We can stop this here. I think we even had a test inference thing. Nice. Cool. So let's try it. Let's debug. Let's run the back end. Lay back end. And then we can debug it. By hook or by crook, we're going to get this to work. Let's go here to the AI, the API side of things, which is this index.ts. And then we'll open this inference dot. Okay. Boop. Model.onnx is indeed a binary. Yes. Question, does it run as a downloaded version? No, you have to load it into a runtime. It's kind of like a PDF and a PDF viewer, right? Okay. So this is going. Let's move this over, split this over to the right. All right. I wonder why it didn't stop the breakpoint. Speed this up by updating your out files in your launch location. What does that mean? Let's try again. Oh, there you go. So notice that it did indeed load the model just fine. And then here's the input. So this works great on the back end. So let's fix it. Okay, good. Well, now at least we have a session loading. We have this thing. Now what I need to do is, let's stop this here. Now let's load up the other things on the CD. Let me exit here. Exit. And thank you. Thank you. We're opening up the console here so that we can do some inference on the API side. And I don't remember if this is using Yarn or... Let's take a look. No, it's just NPM. NPM. So let's go over here. Let's go to this web thing. Package.json here, because these are the other two things we want, remember? Boop. So let's put these over here. Aquí. And then we'll just say npm install. I wonder. I'm installing them now. Why is it like this? All right. npm install nb array. Here we go. Okay. Oh, it did install them. It just took a while. Oh, there you go. It's happy now. Doot. Okay. So we have these wonderful fellas. Let's go back over here to this thing right here. No. No, 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 no. Oh, no. That was right. That was right. That was right. We want to go here. Here. Nice. Okay. I wonder if you can edit and continue here. Is that a thing? I don't know. So then this request is coming in. I need to get an exact request. So to do that, I'm going to need to start the web client. Why is it activating torch? Yarn dev. This can go away. And then I'm going to start this backend here. The other thing we have to do is we have to turn back on the backend stuff. So public, no, it'd be components, video. No, this is all still on. This is all still on. So handle submit. We won't click this other button. This other button we won't push. And then when it handles it, let's go to the page. Pages. We don't numbered this. Don't need this. And then this would be response. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, so now we've got everything up and running. We just need to oh my goodness, Mr. Miller. Spain is awesome, brother. I need to come visit you, bud. Whenever this stops being crazy outside. You're the best. Okay, so we've got this going. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add just a Suwa. Start. Oops. HTTPS. HTTP. Local host. I think it was 3000. 3000. API. HTTP. Local host. 7071. Yep. And what this does is this puts the back end and the front end together. So whenever I make an API call, it makes it to the right spot. So now 4280 is the out thing. So we take this and we say 4280. 4280. And then we see what's going on here. Yeah, let's doing it. And so now, basically, I don't want to load the session. So let me take that out of here on the... no, I can just leave it. So let's turn on the camera. And then let's submit. This is weird. And then we go over here, you'll see that we have the breakpoint. It looks like our video image is bad. Bad. So let's fix that. Where is it? Excuse me. I think we did something like this was wrong. Let's do a little... what did we have it as before? 320 by 240. Let's fix that. It squished me. We don't want that. Okay, so let's go back to the video file here. Who knew that being a full stack AI developer was so fun? All right, this is good. And so now we go back to this. Let me take that load session button out because it's making me nervous. So we'll take this out. I'll leave that other code there. It's just not a big deal. All right. Refresh. This is terrible. Oh, I know why. It's terrible. Oh, oops. I just pushed it like 6 times. Oops. Video. This is because it's the wrong size, 320, 240. 320, 240. 320, 240. Put everything back? Yes, we did. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, that looks better. That looks worse. But we're calling the predict. Everything's happening the way we want it to. So what I'm going to do is, in order to just work on this, in order to work on this without having to like have everything running, I'm going to set a breakpoint here, or maybe over the wire, I can see exactly what was sent back. No, not you. You. Control Shift I. Network. And then I'm going to hit submit. And then this has a breakpoint. F5. Should come back with some goodness. There it is. So the predict there it is. Oh, come on. What did I push? No, I don't want to do that. So it was a post. No, I don't. I want to preview. Everything is like slowing down as I got so many things running. I just want not the headers. I want the body of the request. Here it is. Copy object. Well, let's do this. Copy object, and then what I'll do is I'll put it over here in this. Oh man, everything is so slowed down right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's because it keeps. There we go. Let's go over here to our inference. Everything is. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Everything is so slow. Oh. All right. Control Z. I think I pasted too many times. 61,000 lines. No. This is terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me put this in Notepad first so it doesn't break. Notepad is like the steel trap of data. I'm like freezing over here. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. These are all the numbers we're passing back. There's got to be a smarter way to pass this data back. Format. Edit, replace. Oh no. Okay. I'm going to paste once. Okay. And now what I'm going to say edit, replace, and we're going to do this. And we're going to say, hold on. Okay. Comma, /n. And then /t. And we're going to replace with just a space. No? Okay. /n. Oh, that was bad. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. We got to put a comment in there. Was there like a T? And then cool, cool. We'll replace with a comma and a space. Okay. Okay. Oh no, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. We're almost there. We're almost there. So we want a comma. We don't even want a comma. We'll just okay. Cool. And then I can go like this. What is going? What is this? Why are there so many more numbers? Okay. So okay. Look. Let's go over here and let's see how much stuff we're sending over. Why is it putting the dot there? Okay, because there's an await and it's having a hard time with that. Maybe. Okay, there. Okay, so let's send over. Okay, cool. Really? That many numbers? Something seems off here. Something seems off. 320 by what? 320 by 40 by 3. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Okay, we'll just leave that there. There's probably a smarter way to pack this in, but I mean, how big is this file now? Open, reveal, and file explorer. It's like as big as a picture. That's 320 by 240. No, it's 1K. Psh, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Okay. My Apple Watch is telling me it's time to stand up. Okay, so this is good. Let's go all the way to the bottom. Cool. So basically, everything VS Code usually works just fine. It's just I'm running so many things right now and streaming and having like 5 cameras open at the same time that it's like, stop it. So I can stop this. I can stop this. And I can stop all this other stuff. Like, for example, this one, I can stop. Because now I can just post, this picture of me doing nothing. Oops. Cool. This one, I can Control C out of this. And now to test things nicely, all I have to do is hit this. Like that. And then we get the request the same way that we had before, which is super nice. Super nice. So if I go to the request, I should see in there the image. And I should be able to load the array. So request.body. There it is. And just to be clear, let's make sure that we have the right size for everything. The video is 320 by 240. Where's my calculator? Here you are. 320 times 240 times 3. Wow, this is a lot more pixels. Something's not right. Why do I have so many more? Let's try this in a different way. 320 by 240 by 4. Yeah, it's giving me the alpha channel, which I need to remove. We'll have to figure that out. Wow. Yeah, it's giving me the alpha channel. You little bugger. Okay, so now that we know that we've got everything we want, it's time to do our magic. Oh, man, we've only got 7 minutes. No. We'll close you all. Here. Okay. Oh, see, but they process all this stuff the right way. Huh. Oh, we can do this too. Oh, man, we might actually do this. Data would be the... data would be the request.body. Image. And then width is... I keep closing all the pages. Width 320 width, 240. 320 by 240. I'll just say right here. Const width equals 320. Const height equals 240. Okay. Very good. So let's format the document here. Boom. Nice. And let's see. Oh, F5. Okay, so things are happening. So we'll. Okay. I'll put my breakpoint. Unbound breakpoint. What are you talking about? Is it still running? I did not try offset version 6, but I'll try that. I'll try that too. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go to the AI thing here. Model. I did 7. You know, just for kicks and giggles, since we're doing other things too, we'll just run this real quick while we're doing the other stuff, as if my computer was not busy enough. Do your thing. Okay. So I think we need to restart this so that we can get this going. Wait, what? Yes, I know. Is it still not running? Oh, let's look over here. Okay, we'll keep that going, and then we'll F5 again over here. So much going on. By the way, as this is going, next week we have 2021 Open CVAI competition grand prize winning team Cortic Tigers, Yilu and him Y Michael Eng. I'm pretty excited to see what they did. So yeah, that's next week. Oh, and I need to put on my walk-off music here because it's getting to be time here. Good gravy. Oh, it's been a pleasure to be with all of you all. Let's see what we get now when we run this. But I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the other offset version. Uh-oh. Interesting. Something is not right there. Let's go over here. Here we go. Another fantastic Friday for everyone, by the way. Hopefully. Send a request. Interesting. Process ticks and rejections. Failure is not an option. Not an option. All right, so is this running or what? What's the deal? Everything's running. This is running. This is running. Well, my friends, didn't have as much luck as I would have liked today. Oh, unsupported offset version 6. So I guess that answers our question on this one. No, cannot do that. This, I don't know why this is not restarting. Oh, there we go. Oh, my everything is running slow. Everything's slowed down. I was like, no more. So as we finish up today's live stream, we learned a lot of stuff about how not to do things. I'm okay with that. Next time, we're really gonna get it to work. I hope. I'm gonna spend an hour or two just looking into why this stuff wasn't working and have an explanation for next time. But also, again, for next time, join us Friday, September 24th, to look at and to talk to the 2021 OpenCV AI winner, competition winner, grand prize winners. Awesome people. Hopefully, you'll spend some time with us then. And if not, that's okay. These things are recorded. And hopefully, you'll hang out with us. Thanks so much, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Take care.